Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to the Foggy Swamp Tribe episode 6, which originally aired live on Twitch November 21st. A little reminder of the rules that we have for the Foggy Swamp Tribe that we are following, and let's get started. So let's review, because everything that you see here is a result of last stream. Last stream was quite busy, to say the very, very least. So we have who started off on this tropical swamp. He started to settle this area here. He had a fair bit of struggles, trials, tribulations, near death, etc. We accidentally set the entire map on fire, and it has been recovering ever since. We added Dragon, who has been very much carrying us to some degree or another, as a result of whose sicknesses and death-like experience. We have added Ghosh, who has not been assigned to a subscriber yet, who is paralyzed and won't wake up for 30 days. I said that at the point at which she wakes up, we'll assign her. And then Daedora, who came down, she had cirrhosis of the liver due to her alcohol addiction, and then came down with sleeping sickness that was in the process of killing her, and she still might die from it. I'm not entirely sure if she'll live or not. She also has gut worms. So she's a mess. A true, honest, full mess. We did betray the United Republic for the chance at Silent Neuroformers due to the fact that you all voted for that. And we have two sets of visitors, one from the Kyoshi Warriors and another, which is just Tenacious Wanderers. Everybody that is just subbing, thank you guys. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best. So let's pick up where we left off. So here's the important parts. We have to make sure that Daedora doesn't die. That's going to be a little tricky. I'm also going to change my research over to beer brewing so that Daedora doesn't have a big withdrawal, and switch my tea over to hops. I'm going to try to brew up some beer to feed her addiction so that it doesn't claim her life. Now, of course, if need be, I can always toss her back into a casket here, and we have some other unconscious ancient soldiers in those caskets as well. Yes. Oh man, this has been this has been sheer force of will trying to survive this craziness. Oh boy. So let's catch up. What's been going on in the chat since I started talking? Hugwager and Stinky Wet Dog, thanks for the sub. Gelver, thanks for the resub. Frank and... Oh, show me Yoda. Frank and Glitch with bits. Slast with a sub as well. Oh man. Zayla, Gelver with bits as well. And Tank for a follow. Here's Yoda. I don't want to pick him up because he's been experiencing a little discomfort today and yesterday, so he's going to remain bedridden for his own benefit. Or not. Sorry, Yoda. Who has died? Yes. So what ended up happening, just as a little review, he suffered a liver shot, and damage to your liver makes it difficult for you to recover. Actually, that is exactly why Daedora is had to have a liver transplant, because her damaged liver made it basically impossible to successfully recover from sleeping sickness. And who had a liver shot? I didn't have any medicine. I didn't have a doctor. And he basically succumbed to combat wounds. And yeah, that's the long and short of it. But you all decided that he should be, not all, but the majority of you decided that he should be resurrected. I think if Who died permanently, I'd probably restart the series rather than play without him. All right, Dragon, I'm going to have you start planting the hops so that we can have some hops ready. We do have a bunch of heal root ready to grow. Cowley and Matt, thanks for the bits and the resub. And Night Divinity, you'll just have to take it on faith, given that Yoda is the cameraman that I did hydrate. Who shot who? I actually forget. It was one of the raiders. So I would say the immediate need is that we tend to our... how should we say? What we need to do immediately is to make sure that we don't suffer any mood losses. I'm going to start to cut down trees. Now, almost all the trees on the map tile are very young. Hey, Ruburn, thanks for the resub as well. And Sky Collected for bits. Kakata for another resub. You guys are pushing up that hype train, aren't you? So most of the trees on the map are very, very young and won't yield wood because the entire map basically burned down. We had a little bit of wood up here that I can unforbid. We weren't carrying it because we were trying to get some building done. But I think what's going to be really important is for us to queue up these fine meals, so that we can tend to people's needs. Daedora is puking everywhere. Oh, that's good. Alright. We are having some of our guests stop psychotically wandering, which is going to be very, very useful. Sky Collective is dropping a bunch of gifted subs. Thank you, Sky. What else? We did have a rhino that self-tamed, Matt, who hasn't been trained at all, and will revert to being wild if left alone. I don't intend for him to revert, but of course, there is a lot of work to be done. So part of the struggle here is what to do first and how to handle our situation as it is, because everyone is on the borderline of really, really bad moods. And all right. Silo, I'm going to have you haul a bunch of wood. And then you get to sleep. So this border wall is going to definitely help to keep out map-wide fires in the future. Oh, okay. Daedora can be awake. Good. All right, so she's in a catatonic breakdown, which is the best possible mental break that she could have had, because she won't leave the bed. And in not leaving the bed, it gives her a chance for survival. That was actually a worry of mine. Oh boy. I got lucky with that. Kyburn, thanks for the sub. How long has Yoda been on camera? Long enough. I'm feeling jealous of him. Hey everybody. How are your weekends going? Hopefully not as bad as Daedora's. The catatonically sick. Yeah, that was super lucky. I would have arrested her otherwise. So there wasn't going to be a situation where she was going to be wandering. I've spent, honestly, too much time. I've spent like a whole hour trying to devise a way to have her survive. Through putting her in a cryosleep casket, to obtaining Glitter World medicine, to a liver transplant. So given the ridiculous amount of resources I've invested in her long-term survival, it absolutely would not make sense to let her wander around at all. Thanks, Sky. I think I have the best community. If you know of a better community out there, I hope they deserve it. So right now I have 2 of my 4 people catatonically bedridden. That's good. Who is the only cook to be able to make... Oh, no. Makar can make fine meals as well. Makar, you're bedridden because you're just wounded? Okay. I'm going to have Makar cook fine meals to try to improve our mood. In fact, it might even be helpful if we have food excess, which I don't think we actually do due to a lack of hunting, to make lavish meals just to stave off those mood breaks. Another thing I might be able to do is to get drugs. Now, most of what we owned burned up in that giant fire. That was very sad. But hopefully we'll be able to make up for it. So, Kaelson, you are just... you're leaving in 16 hours, so that's it'll be easier to feed everybody when they've left. See, the organ murdering will be sticking around for 5 days, 4 days, and then 6 days for organ harvest, and then innocent prisoner died 4 days. So after about 6 days, our moods will snap back to sort of previous levels. What I am definitely going to need to do. How is your health? Daedora. All right, 70 and 54. The alcohol withdrawal so far is not having negative effects. As long as blood filtration is not affected, we should be okay. That's sort of the threshold here. Alright, I'm going to start allowing for Healroot and Devil Strand to be replanted. We lost a whole bunch of it. But, you know, that's just how this goes, right? Alright, Didora needs treatment. The best person to do the treatment would be Dragon. And Dragon, you're already doing it? Good. So we're using Glitterworld Medicine to give her a chance. How do you even salt? Thanks for the sub. I salt, judiciously. Oh, we just handed gutworms? Oh, that sucks. I should have checked that. Switched over to herbal. Oh well. Because we do have a limited amount of, Glitterworld, and we just used the really good stuff for something wrong. Oh well. And also, I can't forget that who is missing a toe. But, oh boy, okay. 3 grass. Wow, that is not a lot of grass. So I have my guests trying to contribute to hauling and stone cutting and things like that. Yeah, Dragon did smash off his toe. That was rude. Into a pink fine mist. Very rude, but you know. It's just what happens. Okay. So we are continuing. Oh, really? That's as far as you're going to go? I doubt it. We are continuing the border wall, as that is going to ultimately keep us safe-ish, providing it's finished and all. And then I'm going to devise ways to keep the fire at bay for future terrible events. But it does look like my guests' moods are somewhat balancing. Now the other worry is that we have more mental breaks. I would like to try to get to the if I betrayed the United Cities, I would like to try to get to the neuroformers, but that seems like a goal so far into the wild future that I just can't even contemplate being able to do that just yet. Alright. Who's eating? I am going to need to do some hunting. So let's go hunt rhinos, I guess? Because soon we'll run out of fine meals, and once we run out, moods drop. And the whole herd just decided to attack me. So I'm moving at 4-8. It is daytime, so I should be able to outrun these things. And Dragon, you are going to come down and try to help out. Zach, you're in Wake Up Withdrawal. Actually, don't you have Wake Up? Here, consume Wake Up. I'm going to have Zach consume Wake Up and help me kite. Alright, Zach. Now that he's high on Wake Up, he should be able to run faster. So if I'm kiting, Matt, get you over to home or Area 1. Where is Area 1? Yeah, go to Area 1. Okay. Show you Yoda. Will do. Alright, Zach, you have a bit too much of a head start. Come on, chase me. There we go. They're all chasing Zach. Dave Rocker, you should be... What is Area 1? Does Area 1 exist? Alright, hold on. Let me remove this, because I don't even know if it exists. Manage new zone. Area 1 is going to be just like here. Animals go to Area 1. Oh, they're still chasing... Well, I got half of them off. So as long as, Zach, you keep running... Kaelson, you need treatment. Oh, you're for gutworms. Well, that's gonna have to wait. let's keep running. Run, 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 run. All right, they're catching who? Makar and Silo, you're going to come help. I think it was just a one-off. Actually, we're running out of maneuvering space as I kind of ran myself to a corner. Come on, Dragon, don't get bashed. All right, there we go. Zach, you keep moving. All right, Silo. Let's try to take down this rhino. Oh, I might have timed that poorly, and this rhino is going to catch me. Now, as much as I want to care for the guests, one of the issues, of course, is that the guests are temporary, and Who and Dragon are not. Okay, there goes that one. Let's get in the way of the other one. I could probably just keep kiting, but it might just be easier to use brawlers. And then heal them up afterwards and say sorry. Oh, Zach, you are not still running. Makar, you could go back to what you were doing. Zach, you just keep fleeing this way. Alright, that one's dead. Down we go. Silo, you can then haul the bodies. And my animals can go back to grazing, because we're not really using that area right now. Nope. Oh my god, Zach. Why are you doing that? I mean, I know it's my fault, but... Okay, it was an arm, not a leg. That's lucky. Daedora, you are going to need tending in 1 hour, so I need to wrap this up fast, or Dragon needs to depart and go help. Okay, Zach's not making it out. He slowed down for some reason, even though he should have been faster. Are you a slowpoke or something? No, you were not a slowpoke. Your pathing was terrible. Sometimes the bots or whatever, the AI, take bad pathing. And that becomes fatal. But he should be okay. We'll patch him up. And actually, I could take his wake-up away from him, which in the long run might actually save his life. So you rescue, and you feed. Or actually, Daedora, go to the Glowworm medicine, be ready to tend. I'm going to have these rhinos just bleed out. And Makar's back to making thigh meals, which is going to be really, really nice. Dragon is rescuing. And Sky, thanks again for the gifted subs. That is a dog. It's not a dog, it's a sheep. It's yeah, you know. Tell her about sheepdog. I'll blow her mind. Okay, so can tend now. So Dragon, now tend to Daedora and then feed her. Alright, so the tending should really, really, really help with the recovery. So, like, taking a look right now, there is a gap of 13. And now with that sleeping sickness treatment at 107%, we should be able to catch up. Kaelson, bye-bye. It was a pleasure. Why did I do this again? For Gunlink? Okay, I hope the Gunlink was worth it. Because, my goodness. Alright, I'm going to tend Zach here. Myself. We'll have to clean up some of this stuff, but getting meds off my, getting up meds off Zach is kind of nice. Alright, bye-bye, Kaelson. We completed that, and we got a Gunlink. Alright, Dragon, I'm going to give this to you. The tribal with the Gunlink. Totally makes sense to me. Okay, Zach, you're getting fed. Silo, let's tend to you as well. And then feed you as well. Dragon, you like the Gunlink? Yep. Alright, Zach can walk. What else is going on? So my other guests are here for 1.4 more days. Cheers, everybody. $1.4 days. Okay, got it. Wow, Zach, even in his wounded state, is trying to help Ghosh. Posture check. Okay, our moods are bad, but most of this is just due to being too busy. Alright, and then the last rhino did bleed out. Well, we'll have a ton of rhino leather if we do want to make some tailoring. That's for sure. In fact, I'm going to have to shrink the zone of lilies and expand just a general stockpile. I need to add some additional general stockpile for sure. Alright, taking a look at the spread here. 10 gap. We are closing the gap, and I think Dodora is going to live as a result. Viper, congratulations on getting RimWorld and DLC for your birthday. So what's Gunlink, you ask? Gunlink is something that's added in the Royalty DLC. It is essentially a shooting accuracy helmet that provides no protection whatsoever. It does have the unintended side effect, given that it has no protection, that enemies do aim for your head a little bit more when you wear Gunlink. And their shots will land on your face and kill you, which Cardoza would know intimately. But regardless, it is still pretty useful, especially for a sniper. But it's technically a helmet. Okay, low medicine. Alright, Zach, I'm gonna have you bed rest over Doc. Right now, you should probably be asleep. Alright, so here's some Herbal Meds, which is awesome that we're finally getting them. And who you are going to be butchering. So who, instead of butchering, I would like you to work on the wall. Which means let's have construct be your highest priority. Because I think... Oh, you know what? Our food is bad. We'll have to go back to simple meals. We don't have enough veg right now. So I might be able to get some veg by harvesting berries, but that's really a stopgap measure that is one that is not going to be good long term. Hey, Doc. Cheers. And Mr. Sprunk, thanks for the bits. How's the patient? Doing better. With the Global medicine, definitely catching up. There is a difference of 9 now. If you go to numbers, there's another easy way to see this, or 8.1. So I rounded, but I think she's catching up fast enough to stay alive. A certain song, I don't know what decade you guys were born, but a certain song just popped into my head. A song I remember, a bit of a disco song. Dora, how are you doing? So the alcohol withdrawal, yeah, the Bee Gees exactly, just popped into my head. So if we take a look, yeah, as you can see, it's catching up fast. I don't know if it's catching up fast enough. That is yet to be seen, but I sure hope so. Glad it wasn't just you. Nope, it wasn't. So I did keep all of these guests alive so far. Big old asterisk there. I hope to continue. Dragon is trying to plant the heal root. I'm actually going to forbid this for now, just to hope... Yeah, Dragon is now harvesting the bushes. Good, good. Siloi, or however you pronounce that crazy name, is still stone cutting for us, so we're going to have a lot of granite. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about the cotton zone too. Completely and utterly forgot. So the walls are getting built. Another thing I'm going to need is steel, but that is so much of like a, we'll do that later. Let's go ahead and forbid that still... Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're cutting trees? Don't actually do that. Let's cancel all the harvesting, because I forgot that I have this big old bucket of trees up here. Hi, Billbuck. And Claude Void, thanks for the follow. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the tribe that almost wasn't. Man, I am hanging on, teeter-tottering on the edge of our mood here. This is a little frightening. What's my mining at now? So my mining yield is 92%, so it's getting kind of close to full yield. A little bit more steel mining, and I think I'll be able to get full yield for my efforts. Oh boy! All right, Makar, you're making chunks. Okay, we are just sitting on organ murder, mental breaks. The difference here, okay, Daedora is almost certainly going to survive. She has a difference of less than 5%. So she is closing fast on her recovery, which is awesome. That was very, very close. I mean, it still could fail. But, oh, another thing I need to do, I need to min-max this. So, when's Gutworms next? 10 hours? Sleeping Stasis is 7 hours. So, next tend we'll be with Glitter World Medicine, and then we're going to drop it down to Herbal. I don't want to tend her Gutworms with Glitter World Medicine. That doesn't make any sense. And I already did that once, accidentally. Oh, boy. Hang in there. Don't go crazy. Look at our mood. Just plummeting. I think Who's about to have a mental break. Eat a fine meal. Get some rest. Please don't go crazy. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Dear Lord. Alright, 3% difference. 3% difference. That, it's going to be worth it. Organ murdering people is going to be worth it. Oh, she's starving though. Makar, no. Silo, who can feed her? All right, I'm going to make you be able to feed her. Makar, you feed. So these guests here, as useful as they were, are about to depart in 3 hours. So anything that I've given them weapon-wise, like Makar, all of his clothing I've given him, I'll let them keep it. I think it's the nice thing to do. But they're about to depart. They're moments away from departing. So now, Dragon, you are tending to Dora. Done. 130%. Okay, so we really should be good now. Yeah, we're only a 2% change, 2% difference. Probably even less. Given Stavik, thanks for the follow. Yeah, 1.7. We'll be all right. How's Western Settlers coming? I have a big brainstorm meeting about it on Tuesday, and then there's gonna be a lot of work. So I don't have a time frame for you. I would say think maybe months, not weeks. It is a big project. Like Frost and Fire took me 2.5 months of modding and work. So, okay, there goes the refugees. Bye, refugees. Man, they were very helpful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break down their beds. Their best bed was good quality. Oh, that's still better than Daedora's bed. And then let's remove these lilies because we don't need to make it pretty. Is there any way to help with Western Settlers? No, not really. I have a very, very, very busy schedule, and Western Settlers just got hung up because of all the work I had to put into Frost and Fire and other series. You know, it's, I think it goes without saying, but it's actually it takes a little bit of work to, you know, do the recordings and stuff, right? So, anytime there's a new series, it's gonna take me a minute to make sure that the series passes my, like, quality seal of approval, so to speak. And Frost and Fire, there's still some stuff I wish I could have done with Frost and Fire that I didn't get to do, but Watching Settlers, I haven't even really, it's more of a thought. Okay, so I am building a wide, and maybe I should even do a plant cut, a wide roof zone over here, just to keep the fire at bay. Because we do have steel doors externally, which are flammable. Oh. Okay, dragon's hiding in a room. Okay. Hopefully, Daedora is in the clear, in the positive now. But hopefully, we'll snap out of this quick. So this sort of bubble will help to keep our steel doors from burning out. And then the bubble around the bridges will help to keep that from burning up. It still could be sapped and all that, but it'll be a little something. Who's unhappily nude? Our unconscious person. Gosh. I can't change her clothing because she's unconscious. She's just unconscious without pants on. You know, like you do. Hey, Hugh, or Who, sorry. Hugh is what they called him in Avatar. Let's get you cooking. The meat's gonna spoil, and that's largely because I just didn't... Oh, really? I hate when they start a meal. There should be like a... If the wood in the fuel stove is lower than this point, X, don't bother cooking on it, because it's just gonna rot. Because, yeah, this rhino meat is all rotten. It's rotting out, like, faster than I can use it. I would like to try to get some pemmican out of him. Oh, you did make pemmican. Alright, the rest of this, some of it will last like 13 more hours, so there is a little bit of time. Thanks for the follow, Shiva, and cheers, Nate. Come on. Oh, every meat I touch, I'm just going to forbid the rotting meat. Because I'm not even getting the cooking done in time. It's obnoxious. Alright, Daedora, do you need... Oh, you don't need gutworm tending in a long, long time. Alright, so she's clear. Glow Roll Medicine propelled her into safe. Quest completed. The Unknown Travelers. Whoa, it took them that long to leave the map? I know Zach was, like, wounded and everything, but I really would have thought he would have, like, left by now. Okay, dragon's no longer hiding in a room. That's good. And, some air nomads are passing by. Hi, air nomads. Yeah, things like shelves are nice to have, but... Okay. You know, you're punching the person that saved your life, Daedora. I'm just gonna point that out. Luckily, she's in such pain that she can easily be put down. Well, that was a jerk thing to do, Daedora. Oh, and you lost a nose for it. Cool. Oh, dear Lord. Dragon, you are starting to really remove body parts. You punched Who's toe off. You've now punched Daedora's nose off. You don't even have a brawling weapon. You've got a... I mean, I know it's legendary, but you've just got a bow. Oh, it has, like, pretty high... Actually, look at the melee DPS on that bow, dude. 7.43 with a melee of 22. Melee pen of 22. For reference, a Thrumbohorn is 10. So it is, like, 3/4 of a Thrumbohorn. That's higher than a steel club. Yes, it is. It is significantly higher than Steel Club. It is actually ridiculously high DPS due to the fact that it is a legendary weapon. Legendary weapons have a huge damage buff, and that's probably why she's like punching everyone's toes off. Although I'm not sure what weapon she used for whose toe. It could have honestly been a it could have been just a regular punch. But it would be fantastic if she stopped amputating noses and toes. I'll have to take that bow away. Okay, so all the rhino meat is gone. I'm going to put you back on construct. Dragon will do the harvesting. I am going to need to get back to hunting soon. Last time I hunted, my guests got demolished. There's this lone rhino that should be pretty easy to hunt, though. Okay, if I go to the plant overhead, cut those plants. And then the other thing I need to do is to set up a little bit of mining. Where are you going? Oh my god. Cheering up pale. Well, whatever. Socialization is nice. He's doctoring who? I got a lot of that, trust me. So, Sleeping Sickness can 10 now. Hang on. 10 with 10 with herbals at least. Now that she's over the hump, I don't have to keep using Glitterworld medicine. I can use cheaper stuff that isn't so expensive. Welcome from YouTube. I feel like a lot of people are heading in from YouTube, and I really, really appreciate it. Alright, so Ghosh has 29 days left. And then, as promised, I will be naming Ghosh after one of my subs at the time that she's actually a conscious colonist. I just didn't want to jump the gun when she's, like, not conscious or whatever. It seems inappropriate. Okay, this rhino wants to fight, but that's fine. Unlike the last 4 that attacked me, I could take on a 1v1. Hopefully. I mean, given that it's bleeding out and I'm probably 9 times faster than it, should be fine. Dragon, with your catharsis, is actually in a good mood for once. I would say the next big project will be to try to get individual bedrooms in this cave. We are obligated by the series rules to be living underground. Oh, crap. I was a little worried about that, and then that happened. He went on a food binge as he was being chased by a wild rhino. Don't worry about it. Dragon's got it. Where'd you shoot it? Brain? Oh, well, what was the point of me shooting the whole rest of the rhino if you could just brain shot it in one hit? What do I think of run and gun? I think it makes the game too easy, and that's why you've never seen me use it. There's a lot of mods that are like fun, like run and gun, but in the way that they fundamentally change the game mechanics, I find that they make the game too easy. Running and gunning against meleeing scythers, for instance, is just so imbalanced. So imbalanced, right? Like, scythers are dangerous because they're fast, and it's hard to kite them. Are you picking out on Wake Up? Dear Lord, who? That's not food. Okay. Whatever. Almost all... So here's my theory about all mods. Pretty much blanketing every single mod that you can possibly think of. Each individual additional mod that I add to any series makes it harder for the average viewer to understand what's going on. The more mods that you add to a series, the more mods that you require each and every viewer to understand those mods. And therefore, using any mod has to be relatively highly justified. Now, mods like Music Manager is very, very straightforward, right? All this does is do music. Mods like show drafty weapons, all it does is show the weapons that you have equipped. This is very, very easy for a new viewer to understand what's going on. If I include mods that fundamentally change the game, the average viewer won't know what's going on and will be disinterested as a result. And that is why you don't really see me use a lot of mods, because each and every additional mod that I would use just makes everything harder to understand. So in a series like The Wendigos, I'm using mods to tell a story. I'm using mods for the lore. In a series like Frost and Fire, I created basically the mod for the challenge. But in a series like Foggy Swamp Tribe, it wouldn't benefit from mods that make it harder to understand what's going on. It's more relatable, exactly. And it's by design. And every day, literally every day on YouTube, I receive multiple comments about add this mod or add that mod. And my answer to all of those are, why? What would I benefit? How would my viewers benefit in having these mods added that are only going to make it more difficult for my average viewer to understand what's going on? Which is why I don't add mods, like, period. And then I especially don't add mods that change fundamental game mechanics in a way that I would perceive it to be cheating, which would be like pick up and haul or run and gun. It can be fun, but for me, a lot of my series are centralized on the challenge. So if I add mods that make the game significantly easier, it sort of defeats the whole purpose of the mod in the first place. Which is, why I'm constantly saying no. I'm not adding X, Y, or Z. And why, 99% of all the mods I ever use are just simply UI mods and UI mods only. So, Color-Coded Mood Bar by Crash M, it's really easy to understand. Green average, blue good, red bad. Like, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah. So, it's not just that. Yeah, I think the biggest one that I use is probably numbers. And I would say I use numbers because default RimWorld really does a poor job of informing you about raiders on your tile. You can always mouse over the info cards here, but the problem with this is info cards can disappear. You can accidentally right-click them and dismiss them. It can get to a point where, you can basically be unaware of lurking dangers on your map, which, hey, I mean, maybe is part of the challenge of RimWorld. One could make the argument for that, certainly. But for me personally, I think I try to keep things as vanilla as possible, and this is by design. Yoda's voice. Oh yeah. It's real deep. Alright, Didora, you are now conscious. Yeah, actually, absolutely you should be my farmer. So she's alive. She's alive and well. She's on her feet. She needs a weapon. Yeah, she really needs a weapon. Okay, so if that's the case, let's go ahead and I will craft her up a recurve bow when I have Who back from, being the way he is. Now we are about Who's food binge is about to cost me the last of all of my food. What about giving her a Thrumbohorn? She's a shooter. She's a passionate shooter, so she shouldn't take a Thrumbohorn. Dragon here is a brawler, but until I have better armor, I don't want to risk any of my tribals brawling due to the likelihood of them just dying outright. And then Ghost Shear is a shooter as well. So, yeah. Dragon, I think, will eventually be a brawler when I have like a shield belt and other things that could aid in their survival. But for now, it's a downright terrible idea to have them brawl. Unless Dragon, my sub, is like, can you make me a brawler right now? I would be like, oh, okay. Just keep in mind that you might die. Yeah, she raises her brawling by punching colonists' toes off. Yeah, I think my whole concept, my whole high-level theory about mods in RimWorld is also why vanilla expanded mods are so well sought after, because they don't really, most of them don't really introduce game-breaking game mechanics into the game. They fit well within RimWorld. They don't radically change it to make it easier or something like that. So, yeah, I have played with Run and Gun, and I have played with Pick Up and Haul, but I think at the end of the day, they're detrimental to a YouTube series or a Twitch series, and they're not beneficial. Cheers, Snake in the Box. Thanks for the follow, and Dave Rocker, cheers. I'm happy to have duck eggs in the colony. More pets for Yoda. Yeah, whatever mods that you like, just because you like it doesn't necessarily mean I should use it. There is a huge difference between what your preference might be versus, like, out of strategy or tactics or whatever, what I should use. And I think that's another really important distinction to make that I think gets lost often. All right, Tidora, you're going to be switching up to a better bed. Who you really stop? You really need to stop eating everything. We have 36 pemmican left. You jerk. Oh, and a heat wave. Oh, good. Good. Well, all right. We can refuel this. Done. All right. What was this wooden stool doing here? I don't even know. I think it was for research, but I'm gonna maybe break it down. All the other ones are normal, so I'll break the other ones down. Okay, I'm probably going to need to start to set up simple meals. And I don't care who does the cooking. I guess Dragon, it's going to be you. Oh my god, you are carrying our community. Because, oh, who is no longer picking? Never mind. Good timing, who? Alright, so we have a Psychic Sooth female, so 3/4 of the community is about to be a lot happier. And let's turn these foods over. Yeah, I like how there's still conversations about game-altering mods anyway. You can suggest game-altering mods all you want. I'm still not ever going to add them unless I really feel like there's a true need for it. Like there's, like for instance, would be when we were playing Wendigos and I was being absolutely overwhelmed by the amount of really annoying bleep noises from Tainted Apparel. At that point, I would be like, okay, it's detrimental to the gameplay itself. I need a mod to handle this. Or otherwise, it's this series is going to be too, like, literally just too annoying to watch. Okay, we have Red Lotus. Oh. There is 4 of them. What are my current needs at? Alright, I'm a little tired. What kind of raid was this? This was a attacking immediately. They mostly have close quarter weapons and shotguns, so I'm going to go on the prowl, on the hunt. I don't know what their point of ingress is going to be. Probably this door here, so I'm going to close this behind me. Yeah. No, I find... So my opinion about a mod and whether or not I'm going to use it is very different. I find Run and Gun to be a lot of fun. And clever. It's a very well done mod. You know, same with like Giddy Up. Or, you know, there's a lot of mods that I find are like really, really cool. But that doesn't necessarily mean they have a place in the sort of challenging series that I play. because of how potentially game-breaking they are. And that would be sort of my my answer. Is like, what I find really well designed and fun does not mean that I would use it. So I didn't actually manage to get a bow for Daedora. So Daedora is gonna to grab a Thrumbo horn and go from there. Alright, so Lions is now hurt with a wounded leg, so he'll be slow. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw them... I'm going to... Wow, you are still very, very slow. Oh, heat stroke as well. There we go. I'm just sort of min-maxing the door here. Oh, but who still gets shot? In the clavicle. Even hiding behind a door. Don't arrest him. Alright, so now Takikoma is bleeding pretty fast. Lions is coming to probably bash the door, and he's going to get a face full of Thrumbo horn. Even though Daedora here, your manipulation's probably... Yeah, you know what? Turn around. Your manipulation's really terrible. Your alcohol withdrawal is making you basically like just a walking corpse. Alright, these guys are going to come plowing through this door in a second. Let's try to whittle them down. Let's leave this one open. Oh, come on, who? There we go. There he goes. Alright, so Lubov is coming from the top here, and I'm going to close this door and go against their brawlers and pistol. And then let's go ahead and get Matt here. My animals are going to get to cover. All I need to do is knock out 2 more of them and they flee. Okay, don't flirt right now. I don't think it's the time. Okay, dragon's still carrying us. They are probably going to... You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. This will be even better than what I previously had planned. I'm going to put my animals in here. They're probably going to start bashing doors here. So in this case, I can have the Rhino do a Kool-Aid Man through the door if they do that strategy. If they come up here, there's not much I can do, but I'll have to just roll with it. So right now, I'm just patching up with the meds that were down there as like a thing that I could do that's quick. And then let's add a new area right here, area 1, so that we can move the Rhino into combat if we need to. Okay. Alright, let's get them up. I think I was right about their strategy here. They're just sort of reassessing the area. Lubov, I'm coming for you. Anarchist, you're probably going to set my fields on fire, I'd imagine. Oh, you're going to break my hoopstone. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, my hoopstone. What will I ever do without a hoop? So I'll just build another one. That's right. I forgot that they're so replaceable. Alright, so Lubov is coming down to us. Let's take cover behind trees. Hopefully bigger trees than what we currently are behind. She has a shotgun, so as long as we can keep her at range, she'll not be able to hit us. And shotguns at range are pretty inaccurate. So she's probably going behind this tree. I'm just going to stand... Oh, you're trying to shoot who? I'm going to stand my ground here. Let's watch. There we go. Fleeing. Here's a pump shotgun for Daedora to equip. I will just dump the... And Anarchist, you have a flak jacket. Can I have your flak jacket? Cool, I can have your flak jacket. Sweet. Strip. Alright, Dragon, are you... No. Didor, you are Bloodlust. So, Didor, you come down here, you're going to be happy with this. You're going to haul the flak jacket. Dragon, you're going to haul the flak vest. Panther fur pants are actually really good, too. Oh, wow, all this clothing's really good. Let me force wear this, and then I'll haul it. Certainly better than the junk I'm wearing. Now, I'm not initially going to wear the flak vest and flak pants, and this is because they slow you down. And Who's already missing a toe, so I would rather him be fast than be well protected. But I'm having Didora finish off Anarchist, because A, Anarchist is not a tribal, and therefore cannot be recruited. Right? But then also, she's Bloodlust, and gets a pretty long mood buff for it. So, witnessed a kill 4 days, killed someone for 4 days. That's plus 20 for 4 days. That's pretty baller, if you ask me. Alright, pack of survival meals, and Didor will have to handle the dead bodies. Didora, are you ready to commit some crimes against humanity? I bet you are. Dendura. Dendural Durd Hell. That is a heck of a name. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I know I'm a little late in announcing it. Alright, Dendura, you should go to sleep. Animals, you could go back to grazing. I apologize. And let me remove those zones because I don't need them. Okay. I think we're doing alright. As long as these guys are getting some food. Yep, you guys are grazing just fine. A brown wallet. Thanks for the follow. I myself do not have a brown wallet. I have a black one. But I've been thinking about changing wallets for a long time now, actually. Uh-oh, flash storm. I'm getting forest fire PTSD. You love the natural jade pillar in my base. So the reason why I haven't harvested this yet is because none of my miners get full yield, and I'd rather have full yield when I mine the jade so that I get the most amount of jade out of it. So once Who gets a little bit more mining skill, he'll be mining that jade. Can the jade be smooth? No, you can't smooth jade. You can build with it, certainly, but you cannot smooth it. You can only smooth stone blocks or stone floors. But then the other issue with smoothing, and this I'm sure many of you are aware, smooth stones increase wealth a lot. A lot. Disproportionate to stone block constructions. So if you do a lot of smoothing in your colony will be worth a lot more than if it was just stone tiles or something like that. Which is fine, but on really, really, really hard difficulties, what you'll end up having is you'll have, stronger raids as a result. Oh, bye-bye. Thank you for watching Foggy Swamp Tribe Episode 6, which originally aired live on Twitch, November 21st. If you have any feedback for me, keep in mind that this is the first hour of a 7-hour stream, so your feedback might not be immediately actionable. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule or the channel banner, which can be found at YouTube or Twitch. If you'd like to join Discord to discuss this or other things, the link can be also found at Rhadamant.com. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will catch you next episode. Farewell.